This officer wanted to sick the dog on somebody, saw that this was his opportunity, and he did it.
This video of a Punta Gorda police officer releasing his K-9 on someone is raising questions tonight about whether it's an example of excessive force. The dog, named Spirit, was ordered to attack a man when he was stopped for a traffic stop on his bicycle. Now that bicyclist is suing for his injuries. Now the officer is still on duty, even though some are calling for him to be fired. 4 News Corner Sam Sosa speaking to the Punta Gorda police chief today to try and get some answers. She's live in the studio. Sam?
Amy, the officer in this video was pulled over the man because he didn't have a light on his bike, and it ended with the man being airlifted to the hospital. Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis tells me they've changed their policies concerning K-9 officers after the incident.
On the bike, stop now and send the dog.
This dash cam footage shows an officer stopping a shirtless, shoeless man on a bike in October. 26-year-old Richard Schumacher was seriously hurt during the arrest. Officer Lee Cole yells, "Stop now or I'll release the dog," and then sounds his sirens.
Get on your knees, do it now.
He tells him to get on his knees, and Schumacher, who was drunk at the time, gives him the finger before eventually getting on his knees. When he refuses to get down on his face, the dog lunges toward him.
Down, do it now, get down. Pocket. Get on.
You can see the dog pull at Schumacher's armpit, lasting around 2 minutes. He's suing the department for use of excessive force.
Here's where the issue comes about, is that in the officer's report, he indicates that he engaged my client physically and then sucked the dog on him. And if you listen to the video, you'll hear this beeping noise. That's when the dog is released. That's when the dog attacks my client, and that's when the officer physically engages my client.
K-9 officer Spirit was suspended, but the human officer wasn't. The video exploded on social media this weekend, and people are calling for Cole to be fired. But Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis tells me Officer Cole didn't break any department policies.
Poor decision-making in this particular instance did not warrant discipline. We provided the officer extra training. We switched trainings, and then, of course, we restricted that policy to make sure that his decision-making in the future is in accordance to the way we want to do business.
Since the incident, Chief Lewis called for an outside investigation, but admits the suspect wasn't aggressive.
There's some irrational behavior where he punches the ground with his bare fists. There's some profanity, but being physically aggressive at some point, I did not see that.
The chief says K-9 officers won't be used in a situation like Schumacher's arrest again. From now on, a K-9 cop can only be used if the handler is involved in physical combat.
I think he wasn't fully complying with the officer, but at no time was he a threat to that officer.
Officer Cole and K-9 Officer Spirit have since been reunited and are working together again. But Cole has received death threats since the video went viral. Live in the studio, Sam Sosa, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Sam. Well, you've seen the video for yourself. You heard the circumstances surrounding this case. What do you think about how that officer used his K-9 partner? And what do you think about him still being on the job tonight? Call or text 206-FOX-4 or email us news@fox4now.com.
It really was